Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? We're going to spend the next few weeks exploring some of the classic villains of both TV and film animation. We're going to start with one of the most stereotypic classic villains, Snidely Whiplash, who appeared in the Dudley Do-Right cartoons, which were a part of the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Snidely Whiplash sported the curled mustache and wore the black cape and top hat, kind of the quintessential bad guy look, which was in fact stolen from the quintessential silent movie villain, the kind that seemed to always be tying some helpless damsel to a railroad track. Even the name Snidely Whiplash just screams classic evil cartoon villain. I love it. Anyway, before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Alright, so let's draw the classic cartoon villain, Snidely Whiplash. We're going to draw the villainous Snidely Whiplash step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw him again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. In this drawing, Mr. Whiplash is 2 heads tall. In other words, however tall his very big head is, his entire body is 2 of those, not counting his tall hat. Okay, so let's start with a roadmap for Snidely Whiplash. Okay, so there's our roadmap for Snidely Whiplash. Now we're on to step 2. In this step, we do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the third and final step, you want to draw as light as possible. You'll see that I use guidelines to help me to know where to put Snidely Whiplash's eyes, nose, mouth, and giant chin. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing, so you want to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. Okay, so let's rough out Snidely Whiplash's features. Okay, so there are the roughed out features of the evil Snidely Whiplash. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for the final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw in the final details of our evil villain. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work to figure that out. In this step, it's okay to draw darker, but don't press too hard or mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn. Always draw with an eye on tweaking and improving until the very end. So let's draw in the details for Snidely Whiplash. Alrighty, there he is, the classic TV cartoon villain, Snidely Whiplash, from the Dudley Do-Right cartoons, a part of the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. So how do you think you did? Understand, if you've never drawn Snidely before, you cannot expect to have drawn him perfectly. You notice I don't spend time coloring Snidely during this video because I want my lesson to focus solely on the drawing process. Now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing Snidely Whiplash. And with that, you can draw him again and again. By all means, color him when you're done. I promise each time you draw him, it'll be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. For those of you who want to go a little deeper, click on the link below for my free 4-part drawing series where I spend more time explaining the details and the thinking behind each step of what I call the level up cartooning process. So now I'd love to see your drawing of Snidely Whiplash. If you can, take a picture and post it to either Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to include the hashtag #LevelUpCartooning. Speaking of which, as we draw some of these classic villains, I challenge you to come up with your own cartoon villain. Draw it, name it, and post it as well. See if you can come up with a name as good as Snidely Whiplash. I hope you'll join me Friday when we draw another classic cartoon villain. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.